Sarah and Kevin down here at Market Wines. We're getting ready for the Halloween weekend.
That's coming up, isn't it?
It is. One more week.
You got big plans for Halloween this year, Sarah?
Big plans of handing out candy. How about you?
Maybe a little of the same. You get a lot of kids in your hood?
I do.
Yeah? What do you, couple hundred, or what do you got?
No, I'm talking about maybe 12.
12. I think you bought enough candy for a couple hundred, though. Where does the rest of the candy go?
Right here.
Nice. It's a good plan. I like the way you think.
It's a good excuse to buy candy.
You drinking wine with handing out candy this year?
Always.
Yeah? And this, like... I saw this one, so I got thinking, great label for Halloween. That's probably the best Halloween label I've ever seen. So is that why you picked these?
Absolutely. I've actually been waiting, like since these wines arrived last summer, I've been waiting to feature these for Halloween. So I'm pretty excited. I forgot my ghost costume though.
You gotta bring the costume next time.
Next time, maybe next week.
That'd be so great. You could speak from under the ghost sheet. It would be fun. I love these wines though. I'm super excited. Freddy Nerks is a really interesting winery because we don't see a lot of wines in this style. So I think most people, when they think Australia, they think big buttery Chardonnays, big full-bodied heavy cabs and Shirazes.
High alcohol.
And these are completely the opposite. So tell us a little bit about Freddy Nerks. First of all, what is a Freddy Nerk?
Freddy Nerks is an Aussie term for the underdog. So he's cheering for the underdog region of Kaipo, where these wines are grown in Adelaide Hills. And you said you've been there, I think.
Once, yeah, briefly. So Adelaide Hills, all I remember about it is it was quite cold and it was quite high in altitude. So I know most of the wines that come from there tend to be not your standard grape varieties. They don't grow a lot of Shiraz there. They don't do much cab. It's going to be grape varieties that like a little bit of cooler climate. So that's what we've got here. And the styles that come from this area are pretty different, aren't they, than what you get from Barossa or McLarenville? Absolutely.
And I think all three of these wines definitely speak to the region that they come from, in that they are lower in alcohol. We're talking 12.5%, 13%.
Which is great. People are always asking for lower alcohol wines, so good start. The white is really interesting to me. It's Sauvignon Blanc, 100%. Definitely not your typical Australian Sauvignon Blanc.
No, a little bit more minerally. Drier, not super tropical. It does have some really nice fruit notes to it, but I don't find it overripe or really sweet.
No, it's a really lean, kind of crisp, summery style. So I really like this as a food wine. I think it's going to go well with lots of kind of seafood dishes. I mean, it's a great just cocktail hour wine. Great way to greet your guests, or have a couple glasses while you're handing out candy, I guess in your case.
Or if you're trick-or-treating.
Yeah, there you go.
Take some on the road.
Yeah, we usually get like the little Yeti cup going for, I usually don't put white wine in it. Usually it's red wine because typically it's freezing cold when I'm taking my kids Halloween.
That's right.
Usually it's red or something stronger, but for the white wine lovers, why not?
Yeah.
This is a fun one.
And then rosé.
This is a neat wine. I'm intrigued by the color here. It's a little more orange and kind of copper toned than your average rosé. Tell us about this guy.
A little bit darker. So it's made from Mataro, which is also known as Mourvèdre, famous in the south of France. But we do find a little bit grown in Australia as well. Typically makes like a bit of a darker color rosé, a little more spicy and savory as opposed to really fruity rosés.
Yeah, this one's definitely got a lot of spice to it. It's got a little bit of a raspberry thing on the fruit, but I get more like kind of a leathery note to it, maybe, or like maybe some cherry. I really like this. This is definitely not like your typical New World rosé. It's not like big and fruit. It's not sweet at all. It's quite dry.
Bone dry.
Almost leans more like a lighter red wine for me than a white.
Totally. I almost get like strawberry, like baked strawberries. Strawberry pie.
That's really fun. Make a bottle of that disappear pretty easy, eh?
I think so.
Not a lot of work to do there.
No.
All right.
Last but not least, the wine of the hour, the ghost wine,
that smells great.
Is a really fun blend of two grape varieties we don't see a lot or widely grown in Australia. Dolcetto, which is obviously famous in Italy, and then Pinot Noir.
Unlikely duo. I don't think I've ever had those two grapes together in a blend, but leave it to the Aussies. They like to do things a little differently. This smells amazing.
It smells like little herbal, cherry.
It's really like one of those wines where you smell it and you immediately want to drink it, and then when you drink it, you want to drink more of it.
Yeah.
It's really a compelling kind of wine. There's like almost no tannin in this at all. You can see through it. It is definitely not your typical Aussie wine. It's almost more like I don't know, like a French version of those, or
Yeah,
I don't
totally.
know if I would get this as Australian even. It's just such a
maybe
unique,
Northern Italian blend.
really fun wine.
Juicy, friendly. Another great like quaffing wine while you're handing out candy, or
You got any candy pairings?
ooh.
You got any favorite candies that you're gonna put with these this year, or you just kind
Well,
of
let's see. I've definitely got some Hershey bars at home that this might work with.
All right.
How about you?
You know, I got to be really careful with the candy because our neighborhood kid total went down quite a bit over the years, and then you end up with all the candy left over. So I got to be
I don't see a
careful
problem.
that it's not candy that I really like, because I end up eating a lot of it. I like the bag of chips.
Yeah,
that's
more
my
savory.
go-to. A little salty bag of chips with some wine works pretty good for me.
Yeah, I'm up for that as well. I'm up for it all.
Problem with the mini candy bars is regular candy bar, like 12 or 13 of those, but it's probably not that many, is it?
No, it's probably only like 3.
Really?
Sorry.
All right, so
Well,
I'm gonna cut back the amount of candy that I buy this year, and maybe I'll
Buy
stick
more
to
wine.
drinking some more wine.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good
better
idea.
for you.
Well, come on in this weekend. Love to see you. We've got a fun little event coming up too, right?
Yeah, it's my favorite tasting of the year.
Bubbly wines.
November 16th is our Farmer Fizz, so we're featuring all sparkling wines, lots of champagne. We'll have freshly shucked oysters here from the Oyster Tribe.
Awesome.
Lots of cheese, of course. So it's going to be a great night to
That's always
kick
a
off the
fun
holiday
one, eh?
season. Tickets are $75, and it's all inclusive, so don't miss out on our favorite event of the year.
Yeah, the greatest thing about this one is you never get to taste champagne side by side, because typically you're going to celebrate like with a bottle here or there, so you never really get to figure out what your favorite one is. And tonight you're going to get to taste all your favorite champagne side by side and see which ones you really like. So hope to see you down for both those.
Thanks.